Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Hello, guys. If you can hear us, let us know if our audio is clear. We just wait for a few people to join in. I think right now there's just one person. So whoever you are. Hello. Right.
Is everybody out on the long weekend?
Yeah, that might answer quite a lot of things actually. Oh, we've got 12 people.
Sweet.
Hi, Sai.
Hi, sir.
36 people. Nice. Join in, guys. Topic of the day is very interesting. We're discussing compact SUVs. Hi, Kitesh. Hi, Prem. Hi, Rishi. Hi, Rupan. Hi, Akshat. Prateek. Okay, a lot of questions coming in.
That was fast.
That was very quick.
Okay, guys. Before we get into answering all the questions that are going to come in and get to the topic of discussion today, we'd like to specify that we'd like to keep the discussion to the models that we've mentioned. That is the compact SUVs.
Let's try and keep it
so we can answer as many questions as possible pertaining to this particular topic.
Right. Okay. Let's pick with this really interesting question that Minhas has. Tata Nexon diesel engine reliability and user reviews. So it is a brand new engine, that 1.5 liter Revotalk. That is a completely new family of engines, 110 horsepower, some 260 Nm of torque, drive modes, all of that. Very fancy, but reliability too early to say, you'd say?
It is a bit early to say because, like, ideally with a new engine like this, we'd recommend that you get the highest possible warranty. We don't imagine mechanical issues being so much of a problem with this, but then again, we had some niggles with the Nexon that we had on test, but that was not pertaining to the engine. The engine
Right. I think that was mostly down to the electricals, but I'm pretty sure Tata sorted those.
If you are getting it, we don't have enough user reviews to at least suggest anything negative. But if you are getting the diesel, get the maximum warranty.
Yeah, and it is good to drive inside the city. It's fantastic on the highway. So yeah, I think too early to talk about reliability, but it should be a good engine. It shouldn't give you a hiccup. So all right. Mr. Bose asks us, he's bought a Swift just before the launch of the new one. Have I made the correct decision? Should I have waited?
It's ideally yes. Hi sir, I've bought the
he's bought the old one just before the new one launched.
If you got a very heavy discount on it and you managed to get a good deal, then fine, not a problem. But I mean, why
it's
not?
A good car. It's the
not
same
engine. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, why cry over spilled milk? It's still a good car. This one is better, but it's a new generation. And you got it quicker because if you book this one, I'm pretty sure you'd have a very heavy waiting period as well.
Right.
So, one advice for anybody who buys any car, once you've made the decision, once you follow through,
it's done.
Don't worry about it. You have not made the wrong decision. There's always a possibility of making a better decision. We can do it.
Also, remember, cars are long-term investments. It's not something you change every second month. So yeah, live with it. It's a fantastic car. It's really fun to drive.
And very efficient.
Okay, quite a lot of questions. So in case your question's gone up, I'm going to scroll back up.
Let's go from the top down.
Let's go from the top down. Okay, Prateek's first question is very relevant. Vitara, Brezza or the EcoSport? Now I'm going to turn this into a diesel versus diesel because the Brezza is not available in a petrol. And it is very tight because the EcoSport's really fun to drive. But the Brezza isn't very far behind. The ride quality on the Brezza is stiff. But the EcoSport is stiffish as well. It is marginally better. The Brezza's got the better space, at least on the inside. The EcoSport feels a bit cramped.
Exactly, because the Vitara Brezza can seat 3 people at the rear better than the EcoSport can as well.
Yeah, and that's something we've tested. And the EcoSport's cabin feels a bit narrow, but the EcoSport is built better. It's got more safety kit. And
it feels more modern as well. The quality on the inside, it's more premium.
Yeah, and it's got a bigger feature list. So,
let's just cut it short. Our preference, EcoSport.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, Nexon or EcoSport diesel, Basha, we just answered that. Amit Kejriwal is looking for a good 7-seater. Is the BRV good? It is good, but you'll need to add accessories like a reverse parking camera or reverse parking sensors because that car's too long and reversing it is just a pain. Pick the diesel if you're choosing between petrol and diesel. Yeah, the BRV should be a good
pick. It's a good car to buy, but bear in mind that because of not so much of a push from Honda. They're not really selling so many. So if
Yeah.
you go into a dealer,
Push for a discount.
twist their arm into giving
Yeah,
you a
push
discount.
for a
You
very, very
can
good
get a
discount.
really good deal. Push for it.
Kapil, S-Cross or Brezza, S-Cross Zeta. Akshat, i20 Asta or Tata Nexon XZ Plus in petrol. Asta option. Okay, in petrol, honestly, go for the Hyundai because I think it's more refined. It's easier to drive. And the thing with the Nexon is that you really have to rev it to get it going.
It's actually for the petrols, even
Yeah.
the i20 is not that great an engine. But it's for city commutes. At least it feels like the
i20 is
it's
better.
a lot more linear to use. In this, there's some turbo lag, and even in 3-cylinder engines, you do get more vibes as well.
Okay, so Star Angel को Nexon लेनी है क्या ये वैल्यू फॉर मनी है? बिल्कुल वैल्यू फॉर मनी है. एक्चुअली अभी एक नई XZ वेरिएंट आ रही है. That is like the most value for money variant that should be there. So there's an article on car देखो, make sure you go there, check that out.
और अगर आपको ऑटोमेटिक चाहिए तो फिर वो वाला वेरिएंट भी कुछ महीने में आने वाला है 3 से 4 महीने के अंदर.
Right. Mohsin says, is Brezza outdated now in view of Nexon and considering the new EcoSport? Outdated, not really. Where it is outdated, at least to me personally, is in the quality department. And in terms of the interior design, it is just so generic.
It is.
So it could have been a lot better, but in terms of features, in terms of what it offers, I don't think it's outdated. Abdul, very interesting question. What about the collaboration of Maruti and Toyota? Any information? Okay, so this is very interesting. So yesterday, Suzuki Japan and Toyota Motor Company Japan, right? This has got nothing to do with Maruti Suzuki India and Toyota India, and Toyota Kirloskar India rather. So they announced that there will be a cross supply of models, right? Now that means Maruti is going to give Toyota the Baleno and the Brezza, and Toyota is going to give Maruti the Corolla. Now, what does give mean? So, essentially, what you're going to see in 2019 is a Baleno badged as a Toyota and a Corolla badged as a Maruti Suzuki. Now, what this essentially means is that Maruti has a shortcut to the D segment. It never had a sedan above the CS. Now it will, and Toyota gets the Baleno and the Brezza to compete in.
It's essentially plugging in gaps for each other rather than making a heavy investment and developing a product from scratch.
Yeah.
Because Maruti doesn't have anything in that really premium segment. That's essentially where the Kizashi would have been. The Corolla is right now, and for that reason, Maruti is taking over the Corolla for a certain number of units, and the Brezza and Baleno will be going to Toyota to plug in those. At the same time, waiting periods may not be affected as badly.
Yeah, because Maruti is ramping up production in the Gujarat plant. So in 2019, they will add another 2 lakh production capacity. So that's there. And Abdul has a follow-up question also, which is again very good. Thank you for this fantastic question, Abdul. He's like, what is the information about service and all? Okay, so this is basically think of it कि boss Baleno जो है Toyota की हो गई, ठीक है? तो जो सर्विस है वो टोयोटा संभालेगी. इट्स नॉट लाइक इट विल बी अ टोयोटा बैच कार बट यू गो एंड सर्विस इट at Nexon or at Maruti, and the same thing for the Corolla, right?
But we need to point out we'll have to wait and see how
it works
and also let us know that if given the choice, would you want your Maruti to have a Maruti badge or to have a Toyota badge? What would It's very interesting because even we are trying to see how it's going to work.
Yeah, because a Toyota Baleno would be something. And also Suzuki Corolla for that matter. Okay, Dipankar wants to upgrade from a Tata Vista. Should I wait for Yaris budget within 14? Actually, yes, wait for the Yaris because I think we're driving it in the next couple of weeks.
Yes, on 14 to 15.
Bookings are open and the TV ads are on, the radio ads are on. So not long, as in the wait won't be too long. So yeah, I think it's worthwhile just waiting for it and see what it's got to offer. Within 14-15 lakhs, you will have to choose between the City, Verna and the Yaris now. So City for outright space, Verna for more features. If the Yaris can strike a balance between the two, maybe the Yaris is worth waiting for. So yeah.
EcoSport or 1.6 Tata. Yeah. Both of them are very potent engines. Slight upper hand for smoothness and refinement to the Creta.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're both accomplished.
Right. Hamas asks us, will Safari Storm have new variant in 2018? Will automatic be added? No, unlikely.
Ford Figo, petrol or diesel?
Yeah. Sanjay, how's i20 Asta option driving in comfort?
No
want to
problem.
take that?
Absolutely. No
Absolutely
issues.
no problems. It's easy to drive inside the city. Mileage bhi achhi hai. You can go for it. Gaurav Bhatia, which seven-seater to buy, BRV, Ertiga or any other? Yeah, it depends upon your budget because the BRV is slightly expensive compared to the Ertiga, but I think the overall better seven-seater is the Ertiga. Vaishnav, Nissan Terrano or WRV? Yeah, Terrano काफी पुरानी हो गई यार. Maybe WRV is the way to go.
If you want something that's focused a bit more on bad road ability, go for the Terrano.
Yeah.
The WRV is very city centric because the suspension setup is very
Also,
soft.
budget में काफी फर्क
There is a
पड़ता है.
difference, but if you just lock down on two products, if you look at something more city centric, get the WRV. Something more bad road and highway centric, Terrano.
Right. Okay, Amit has another question. Any new SUV we should look for before 2018 or early 2019? I don't think so, man. Not any brand new SUVs. There's a Creta facelift that's coming in, but other than that, I don't think there's anything substantial.
It's nothing announced so far.
Yeah. Anchit Kapoor, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Suggest an upgrade to a Hyundai Accent. If you're used to a sedan, you can upgrade to a Verna. If you want a compactish SUV, you can look at something like an EcoSport. It's got more features. It'll give you that big car feel. Or if you want a seven-seater, there's something like an Ertiga or a Brezza. Actually, just prioritize what you want. You can choose between a compact SUV, a sedan, a mid-size, a smallish SUV. So options are limitless. You decide what what the needs are.
Nimit Jain, thank you for sharing your experience with us. Why doesn't Arjun Shenoy, why doesn't Toyota launch a CHR in India? Good question. We'd like to ask a lot of these questions to Toyota because compared to their international range, India does get the short end of the stick.
Right.
Their focus is primarily on not so premium segments so far, but now they're gradually building up and plugging in a few gaps, especially because the CHR could be very popular.
Yeah.
Because
But I
it's a
think
mid-sized size.
more than anything, what's stopping them is that I don't think there is a big enough market for them to consider bringing it. See, because if it was something that made them profit, it'll be here yesterday. So that's your answer. Okay, Ravjot Singh has driven an Indica V2 Turbo before. Should I go for Nexon? Please tell about the reliability. Okay, we're seeing a lot of questions about Tata and reliability. I think we've got enough to believe that they should be reasonably reliable over the next 2, 3 years, 4 years at least. Because the Nexon's an all-new product, it is too early for us to say, boss, chal jayegi, there's no issue.
Exactly for engine, primarily because electrical issues and all generally they get sorted out in the first few months. Engine-related problems are very rare and
very rare.
In between. Right. And if you want to find them out, one, it needs to be either very heavily used or badly used, and it'll be over long term. So Tata Nexon, the deliveries aren't also in full swing across the nation.
And I think if you want some extra metal piece before you buy it, I think just visit a Tata service center, speak to the service advisors, ask them, boss, what's happening with the Nexon, how is it? But overall, good car. In case you've got your heart set on it, you can buy it.
And
no issues.
In case you're a Nexon owner watching this, anybody out there,
if anyone owns a Nexon, please help Ravjot out. Tell him how the diesel engine is. Help the community.
This is an area where you know better than us.
Right. Nawab says Ford Figo is a good option in diesel with discount or wait for facelift. If you're getting a really good discount, go for it. But this is what you will miss with the facelift. Bumpers will be different. The alloys will be different. Upholstery I'm expecting to be different. And the dashboard will be getting a 6.5-inch touchscreen. Now
with
Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Now I think the touchscreen is the only one thing that is a big point. If you can live without it, then with discounts pick up the Figo. It's a nice car. Okay, Dipankar, give some details about low-end performance and high-end performance, which is needed in which conditions, and is linear delivery good in all conditions?
More or less, yes. I'll take your last question first.
Yeah.
Linear power delivery makes your performance a lot more approachable, more predictable, and it's good for relatively new drivers, and it's not bad for experienced drivers either. Yeah. Then mid-range performance is something that you will need primarily for two scenarios. One, driving in the city, because you won't be crawling all the time, nor will you be driving too fast. You need that. And for second is for overtakes, both on the highway and in the city. Yeah. Because that is where in-gear acceleration is something that is very important to have a good mid-range, which is why you see cars like the Tata Nexon, which have a 60 Nm odd torque surplus over most of their rivals.
Right.
They're quicker from your 20 to
20 to
80
80
or
rather
30
than
to 70.
rather than outright 0 to 100.
Exactly. So mid-range counts for everyday usability and drivability in low to medium speeds. Top end is just performance outright when you're pushing it hard, if you want to go around the carts and have some fun, or if you want to hit high speeds on the highway, provided they're legal.
Right. Let's take Kaustub's question. Which AMT is better, Swift petrol or Swift diesel? Okay, both the AMT gearboxes are technically the same. Okay. Now, petrol versus diesel is a mathematical question more than anything else. Rule of thumb: if you drive more than 50 kilometers per day, every day, then go for a diesel. Otherwise, stick to petrol.
But if
in terms of transmission, I don't think
apples to apple comparison. If you had to do it, petrol is slightly smoother. The diesel, it waits a bit too long in first gear.
Yeah, because it has to try and negate that turbo lag,
exactly.
Right?
So that's one issue that the petrol doesn't have. It's naturally aspirated. Right. Smoother one in terms of vibration and transmission management, petrol.
Anish, can you suggest a petrol sedan within 25 lakhs after sales service and power? I really want to say Skoda Octavia 1.8 TSI. The gremlins that used to annoy Skoda with after sales, I think they've been ironed out by the extended warranty. Skoda Octavia 1.8 TSI.
And you get, I think, a 4-year warranty comes directly as standard from the standard package.
Right.
So ownership is not really an issue with Skodas anymore, but do get the warranty because part replacement is still an expensive affair with Skodas. It may not be a very often occurrence, but when it does,
So, Ravjot, we're coming back to your question. There's this guy called Vijay. Thank you for answering. He's got a Nexon that's run 9,000 kilometers. Engine is good. The only thing is that it's got a jerk in the 6th gear. That is what he says. So, here you go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Vijay, for your answer. Okay, let's take Vikram's question. Since both have same price in petrol, which should we go for? Swift ZXi or Elite i20 Sports or Baleno Zeta? I'd say Baleno Zeta, man. I think it's the best equipped out of the three.
If you're looking at the family car option between the Zeta and the i20 Sports, the Baleno gets it. If you're looking at the one that's focused more on driving dynamics and having fun, get the Swift. And if you want something that's focused more on the premium quality and experience on the inside, you can get the i20, but ideally, you have to move up to the Asta for that. The Sports is good, but we recommend going for the Asta if you can stretch a budget.
Right. Okay. Nimit has another question. Your opinion about right time to change the diesel car or max kilometers?
So,
there is no right time. See, if you service your cars properly, diesel cars will run forever. For example, I know someone who's run his Polaris for about 6.5 lakh kilometers.
And most Innovas you see from taxi services,
they've done lakhs and lakhs of kilometers.
Their service interval is a bit tight in the case of the Innova, but even in our comment section, we've even seen Swift users doing 1.5 2 lakh. Engines these days are built to last as long as you treat them decently. It's as simple as that. You treat it right, it will treat you right.
Abul, boss, can you tell me why Indian cars are so expensive? His elder brother has a Land Cruiser that he bought for 55 lakhs. Here it's 87. Tax. A lot of it. A lot of tax.
Because even I used to live in the Middle East, and you get pretty much, you can, for the money you pay for something like a Honda Civic in India, you can get a Mercedes-Benz C-Class over there. It's just tax and it's the same with fuel also.
And more than anything, just consider there are two different markets. As a car market, the Middle East is very developed. And you can sell a big V8 powered SUV there for 55 lakhs. People will buy it. You do that here, it won't sell. So manufacturers have to take into account a lot of things. And again, the Land Cruiser, it will be it's a CKD. It's a CPU.
It's a CPU.
So again,
so it's a direct import. So automated addition of taxes, and that aside, the Indian government wants to discourage purchases of new car vehicles because they're trying to reduce congestion, as Minister for Road Transport and Highways Nitin Gadkari has made very evident.
Right.
So don't expect cars to get cheaper, or at least significantly cheaper anytime soon.
Okay, Ashwin has a nice question. Please talk about advantages, disadvantages, negatives. Okay, you want negatives of Ford EcoSport diesel. Okay, so the new one, it's not too different compared to the old one. It's still very easy to drive, especially inside the city. Like you can leave it in one gear higher, it'll go around, say. Negatives as such, I'm not sure, because it has always been that fun to drive. It's always got that fun to drive aspect, and it is reasonably frugal.
I think the
Again,
price would have been more competitive as well.
That
Slightly.
yeah, that is. But then that's the case with most cars. I think we just want
It's
better
not,
cars for lesser money.
it's not a product issue. It's just
Yeah.
a placement issue.
Yeah, it's just a play. So okay, Abhinash, which feels more powerful, Rapid or Verna? I'd say Rapid feels powerful.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Jaydeep Singh. They have a Creta diesel. Overall, it's good, but sometimes brake isn't working normally. If you can just describe what happens, then maybe we'll be able to help you better.
Better off just go to the service center and have it checked out. It could be something as simple as brake the dust leak in the brake.
Or just check your brake pads, get it changed if need be. Okay, Abhishek Joseph, is it worth for me to go for a diesel if my monthly commute is less than 500 and once in 3 months maybe not
stick to the petrol.
Stick to the petrol because let's put it this way: 500 for 3 months, that's 1500 plus 700, that's about 2300. Yeah, so no, not really. Your usage doesn't justify.
To level with you, that is roughly my usage in a month, and I've got a Honda Jazz petrol of my own, so it's perfectly fine to go with that. And two factors to consider: number one, your diesel engine will cost you 1 to 1.5 lakh more than the petrol would. Second, petrol and diesel prices are not that far apart anymore, so it will take you longer to make
recover. Right. Harish Kumar, can you tell which car you want from your car? Right. If you want a sedan and I tell you a WagonR is the best, then doesn't match up. So tell me what you expect from a car. Do you want space? Do you want boot space? Do you want ground clearance? Petrol, diesel? Let us know. So it'll be easier. Digvijay, sir, you missed my question. Yeah, please put it down again. I'll make sure I'll reply to that because there are a lot of comments
going like it's difficult to see all of them, but we try our best to get you.
Right. Let's take Rishikesh's question. Petrol sedan at 11, Ciaz S or Verna SX. Is mileage of Verna very low? No, it's not really low. In fact, we tested it. It gave about 14 inside the city and 19 on the highway. So there's no issues with as far as mileage is concerned. Again, a lot of this depends on how you drive it. So yeah, just drive it sedately. It should give you good average. Now between the two, if you want rear seat space, Ciaz. If you don't want rear seat space, you're going to be driving alone most of the time. Pick the Verna. You want to take
Prithvi Kumar,
Ignis. Ignis versus Celerio. Ignis. If you can afford it, Ignis.
Amit Kejriwal, can we expect no, not this year?
Unlikely, but if we have an update, we'll let you know.
There might be a showcase of some sort, but a launch is unlikely this year.
Right. Amandeep, which compact SUV under 10 lakhs budget? I think the best all-rounder.
EcoSport.
Yeah, I think it's between the EcoSport and the Brezza. Between the two. Because the EcoSport looks like a compact SUV, the Vitara Brezza is more practical.
If it's possible to sum them up, EcoSport is about driving dynamics and premium quality and features. The Nexon is more about comfort, a bit about style and usability, at least in the case of the diesel. The Brezza is very heavily focused on fuel efficiency.
Yeah, but it's very vanilla. It's very generic.
Yeah, it's a can't go wrong option, but it's not swinging either way. It's a safe bet.
Right. Aman asks us Vitara Brezza review. It's on the channel. I request you to go check it out. If you've got more questions.
And we have a comparison also of the Vitara Brezza versus the Nexon. You can go ahead and take a look at that.
Right about diesel cars, I have Safari 2002, 2 lakh plus kilometers. There you go. There's your answer. Okay, wait. I missed Digvijay's question again. I can't do that to him twice. So, okay, Digvijay, which is better and light to drive and whose suspension are better for city? Mahindra Thar or Force Gurkha? Koi nahi. Both of them, you just bounce about inside the city.
I think both of them are I'm not sure the Gurkha uses independent rear suspension. It's on leaf springs. So both of them are used. They're not meant for ride comfort. Even on highway terrain tires, they'll still be bouncy. Overall, if you had to get a pick for living with it and in terms of service, it's the Thar. Because the Gurkha is a good off-roader, but it seems so outdated, especially on the inside. And that was the updated version. It just seems too out of date right now.
Yeah. Also, funny story. One of our colleagues wanted to enter the Force. He had to use the dicky and walk through the cabin.
It's ingress egress is a special issue. The Thar, I'm not saying is a limousine in itself, but the Gurkha's ergonomic issues are there. Just overall, Thar is the better.
Yeah, red Thar, black wheels, big light. Okay. Vishwanath asks us best choice between Verna petrol and Creta petrol. If you want the ground clearance, Creta. If you don't want it, Verna, because practically they are the same.
Ground clearance and space.
Verna में पीछे space नहीं. Suman, please answer my question. He wants to buy a TUV. Is this a good car? What about the mileage and after sales?
After sales is not really an issue. The Mahindra service people are generally very warm, and
Yeah.
small niggles and issues happen there, but your warranty will manage most of it if it does occur. Fuel efficiency, it's not going to be as efficient as a Brezza or a Nexon. It is quite a heavy car because you're essentially looking at a slightly chopped version of the Scorpio.
Yeah.
So it's quite a heavy vehicle for a sub 4 meter SUV, even though it's using a 1.5 liter 3-cylinder diesel engine. It's a decent car if one, you're looking for something with very rugged abilities. If you want to drive it through bad roads and very tough
And you
conditions.
need a lot of space also.
Exactly, and rear seat space, because as a 5-seater, which can accommodate 5, I'm not saying the ideal
properly.
5-seater, it would be a good pick, and then you also have the additional seats at the back.
Okay, Heston wants a top-end diesel automatic, 74 kilometers in Mumbai. God bless you, man. He also travels and he's looking for a car. Should I get the Nexon XZA Plus or should I? Okay, you'll have to wait for the Nexon XZA Plus or Desire AMT. See, if you want it right now, Desire is pretty much your only option, and it's very hard to pick between the two right now because we haven't driven the Nexon AMT. So
overall, if you do pick the ZDI AMT of the Desire, be assured you're going to get a very efficient, easy to drive car. Decently equipped, good ride, feels nice on the inside as well. So if you want to go for it, there's no problem. We personally like it a lot.
Right. Homa's new Pajero Sports, when will it come? Don't hold your breath.
Mitsubishi is more busy making air conditioners
right now. Right. Okay. Vikram, please shed some light on when Ford is going to launch the Figo. I think it will outclass Swift in every field except for mileage. Okay. I think the freestyle is coming and the same set of updates will be carried over. Now, we recently had news of the Aspire's production stopping, and it'll be the same thing, I think, for the Figo as well. I'm guessing by the end of the year, you should see the new Swift. Will it outclass the Swift in every field except mileage? I have my doubts, honestly, because the Swift now is a fantastic package. Like,
it really is.
Yeah, so we can't wait to compare the two. So let's see. Okay, Harish Kumar is confused between Tata Tigor or compact SUV like Nexon, Brezza or EcoSport. Okay, again, you're looking at two different segments. If you need the ground clearance, so this is what you need to weigh in, right? With the compact SUV, the big plus is of course ground clearance and a little bit of space. This is debatable, but it varies from car to car. But you'll get space and ground clearance, but the trade-off is in the way it drives and all of that. So because the options are varied, a Tigor and a Nexon, they don't exactly compete. Strictly in terms of what's better to drive, I think it would be a compact SUV or a Nexon, Brezza or an EcoSport.
Before we move further, I'll just answer these questions real quick. Ayush Jain, reasons not to buy the Honda City diesel, it's primarily for refinement, otherwise it's fine.
Yeah, and quality. I wish the quality was better.
And Kushal Deka, i20 or Desire top model. i20 if you want the more premium interior, Desire if you want more space and efficiency.
Right. Nikhil, is it better to buy S-Cross over all of these? Personally, I would, because it's a bigger car, it feels better built, and
it rides and handles fantastic.
It rides beautifully. It's underpart. It's very underpart, but it's good fun. Okay, Nexon AMT launch date. We don't have anything confirmed, but it should be out in the next couple of months.
Say July or August, earliest.
Rishikesh says, thank you for your suggestion. You're welcome and keep up the good work. Thank you. Okay, someone asked Desire, Swift or Baleno. I think the best balance is the Desire between all of them. Okay. Rahul, is it worth to invest 20 lakhs in Innova when you can get Ertiga at half the price?
Yeah. If you want the size of the Innova and that with 20 lakhs, you won't get a very well-equipped Innova on road.
And also the Innova is better at being a 7-seater than an Ertiga. It is built quite better. And the Ertiga has a 1.3 liter engine with 90 horsepower. The smallest diesel is the 2.4 with 160.
Yeah, whereabouts.
Yeah, so apples to very big oranges.
If you can pretty much get 2 Ertigas for the price of one Innova.
Yeah.
If you want that, plus size experience, more premium interior and frankly better performance, and not to mention the option of the diesel automatic, you can get the Innova. Ertiga, otherwise, for most usage is perfectly fine, but bear in mind that a brand new version is coming, and we are expecting it to be more spacious.
Yeah.
So if you it's an occasional 7-seater, probably save your money, get the Ertiga.
Yeah. Also, is it worth spending for the Innova? It is worth it because it is really reliable and it will possibly outlive you. So, okay. Prativ has another question. Monthly drive is 2,000 kilometers, petrol or diesel AMT? Diesel AMT, Ignis versus Swift. Swift has the better AMT. Arjun Shenoy has another question. Best off-roader in India, Gurkha, VMAX, Thar or Compass? I'm assuming you're saying V-Cross, D-Max, like
Yeah.
D-Max V-Cross. The best to live with, I think, is
Everyday user. If you look at something that's more of a soft roader than off-roader than the Compass, because even the 4x4 version is not a hardcore swing off-roader, although the Trailhawk will be better at that.
Yeah, and that's coming.
It's coming with the additional off-road mode and shorter approach and departure angles because of the revised bumpers. As it stands, the best off-roader, it's kind of on par between the Thar and the Gurkha. Usability wise, the Thar is better, and if you want utility combined with decent off-road ability, you can get the V-Cross. Only get a nice lift kit and up to May engine also.
Yeah, you know, there's one option that is possibly the best balance between all of them. The Duster all-wheel drive.
That too, that is quite epic. And if your name is Sheikh, you can get the G63 AMG.
Oh, yeah, that's really nice. Amit Kejriwal, we want to see some international SUVs. Okay, we see some international SUVs come with built-in vacuum cleaner.
Which car is this? I'm not.
I like one.
Exactly.
Especially if it cleans itself.
Because you can get a car pack that will just plug into your 12-volt socket, so that's fine with any car.
Yeah. Okay, is Swift VXI AMT ground clearance okay for semi-urban areas? It is low. Okay, it is lower than what it used to be, but I'll just give you an example. We had the Volvo XC60 on test, and we jacked it up onto off-road mode and took it off-road. And Swift, we just put it into manual and tabawed. and it didn't scrape.
But
so
it's not ideal.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Just be careful.
We took it in certain not so rough areas when
not so smooth areas.
Not so smooth. It was. We went to muddy patches and dusty roads. It does scrape. Even without a full passenger load, it does scrape over those really bad roads. On regular speed breakers and stuff, it will manage, but it's not ideal.
Right. Hamas, should I buy current Pajero Sports Auto? Don't. Yeah. Look at the Endeavour. I think that'll be better. And if you're on a strict budget, look at the MUX 4-wheel drive automatic. That should sort you out.
It's not a bad off-roader, but it's just way too outdated.
Yeah, it's just outdated.
Mitsubishi's dealer reach just doesn't exist.
Yeah. Ignis value for money model Zeta. Innova Krista or Hexa. I'm very tricky. But I think I personally picked the Hexa. I like the way it looks. The ride quality is slightly better.
And the automatic is quite.
Yeah, the automatic is really nice. So I'd say Hexa actually. Good CNG car apart from Maruti. Yeah, factory fitted CNG has gone down quite a lot. I think only Hyundai offers it. So your options are very limited. Nikhil says, is it best to invest 12.6 lakhs for the Honda City V or go with Verna EX? Yeah, you need to decide if the rear seat. See, both cars are very nice and the equipment list is pretty much on par. What you need to decide is, do you need rear seat space? Agar rear seat space chahiye, to City. If not, then Verna. Right? Polo kaisi hai versus Swift. You want to take that? Polo versus Swift.
And if you want better driving dynamics and more fun and premium experience, you can get the Polo GT-TSI. But if it's the regular petrol or diesel, we'd incline towards the Swift.
Right. Okay, I think we'll take one.
Let's go for the last 5 questions. Though.
Yeah. Okay, last 5 quickly. Desire or Baleno, which is the better family car?
It's equal. It's very much on par. It's much spacious and easy to live with. And if
right. Nikhil's question. If it's your money, which sedan would you pick? City, Ciaz or Verna, or wait for Yaris? For me, I'd pick the Verna because I don't want the rear seat space.
I think I'd get the Verna too.
Yeah. If you this is based on our needs. Your needs could be different.
It's very
Next up, Tata Hexa. Okay, Tata. Okay, you mean the Nexon? Okay, Tata Nexon, petrol or diesel? Diesel. Dipankar says City VX isn't the best because it doesn't get. Okay, Also, petrol is the best. Okay, yeah. I think the VX is value for money. Pradeep, Tiago AMT or Celerio? Stretch a bit and get the Ignis. Inspiring stories of the world. Jeep, Compass, or Creta? Compass is better. Dipankar says, thank you for all the answers. Thank you for watching. And Amit wants the Honda Odyssey in India. We will, yeah. I don't think that'll happen, and we'll let Honda know. So I think good note.
That's about does it. And we'd like to thank you so much for your
Yeah.
participation and asking so many questions. I think we got all of them, and
Yeah.
also thank you for your kind comments of appreciating.
Okay, one last question. CVT 920 next month, or maybe the month after that. It is
Couple
coming,
of minutes
100%.
So in the petrol, not
Yeah,
the diesel.
in the petrol, right?
So that's about it from our
yeah.
side. Thank you for tuning in. And just a reminder, we will be doing this every Friday.
Yeah.
Possibly two of us if you like the pretty faces, but it might be somebody else as well.
Yeah.
And that's about it. If you have any further questions, you can go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and ask your questions there. Get to us directly. Get in touch with us directly on Facebook or Twitter. We'll try our level best to answer whatever questions you have. For now, thank you so much for
Thank
watching.
you so much for watching. Like he said, if we've missed any, we're very sorry. Comments mein dalo, we'll come and reply. And please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and we'll see you next week then. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
See ya.